guys, welcome back to another episode of Alchemy Crypto. I'm your host and alchemist, Al Capone. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for stopping into the Cypher. Good morning. It is Friday, October 28th. This month is almost over. This month flew by. Happy Halloween. Trick or treat soon. Alright. Let's jump in. We got red in the markets today. We're going to take a look at the first mover, Asia. Looks like things are also red there, so it looks like it's coming around. We got your Bitcoin coming in down at $20,266. Ethereum at $1,512. BNB 287. XRP, the chosen one, coming in at 46 cents. Cardano at 38 cents. Solana, $30.62. Dogecoin still making moves. We're going to talk about it. 7 cents. Matic coming in at 91 cents. Polkadot at $6.37. And Shiba Inu rounding out that top 10. Still up there. Okay. Remember, nothing I say in this video is to be considered financial advice. Alchemists that know me know that I am not a financial advisor. Alright, let's take a look at market cap. Barely clinging to the $1 trillion mark. Pop in on the fear and greed. We're at a 32 and we have dropped a little bit. We're down to a 30 from yesterday. Let's jump in on the CNN bear bull and see where we're at. We were at a 50 something yesterday. Let's just refresh this and see where we're at. I think it's probably down a bit. Still at a 57. Okay, so they're getting greedy on Wall Street. I think that will change shortly. Let's take a look in at stocks. Everything is still kind of red. It is a mixed bag out there. We've got Nvidia looking good, but other than that, a lot of these big caps missed their earnings, so I think that's hurting the rest of the market. Let's keep moving. Let's look in on the Dow and the NASDAQ in pre-market. See what's going on. It was all red. It is still red. The Dow is down. S&P is down. The NASDAQ is down. Futures are not looking good at the moment. All right. That is probably because we got this Fed meeting coming up November 1st and 2nd. Remember, these dates right here, the 1st and 2nd, are looming whether we want this meeting or not. Jay Powell's coming out. Probably still gonna go. He's not done yet. What do you guys think? Please comment down below. Tell me, is he done? Is he ready to pivot? Some are calling for a pivot, saying he's gone too far. I don't think the job numbers are where he wants them. He wants to see unemployment coming up. He wants to see inflation coming down. We got the CPI print coming out. I don't think he's done. You guys let me know what you think. These numbers are to be released. Looks like October's numbers come out in November, and I think he's got them, and he's going to talk about them at this meeting. So we'll see what happens. I'm looking for some mass volatility in these markets so I can come over to BitYard and short this thing if it dumps. I think on most FOMC meetings, there's a lot of fear and panic in the market, and you'll see a big dump like this. Great time to go short on BitYard. If you want to know how to do that, go over to alchemycryptocypher.com, join the Discord. I will show you how to trade in there. Now, let's keep moving. Consumer credit card debt is at an all-time high. People are putting everything on their credit cards. People are broke. They're feeling the pinch. Inflation is real. It's not letting up. It's not over yet. It's going to keep going. We'll keep a close eye on this guy, Jay Powell, and see what he's got planned. November 1st and 2nd. If you want to trade these markets, don't forget, head over to Alchemy Crypto Cypher. Join the Discord. I will show you how to long and short on BitYard. All right, now let's talk about H bar, Hedera hash graph sitting at 5 cents right now. This thing is looking like a bargain, folks. Remember, it is an ISO token or rumored to be, but at 5 cents, how could you go wrong? This thing is way off its high right now. If you take a look at it, it is down, just ranging in this 5 cent area. If you look at its all-time high, I think it was around 50 something, 55. Let's take a peek here. 50 cents. So you can pick it up for a nickel. It's ranging down here in this 5 cent range. It's just taking a beat, and there were rumors that this chain went down. I don't know if that's true. I hope it's not. I like H-bar. I'm super bullish on it. I don't hold any, but I would like to accumulate this thing in my bags. Build a fat bag of H-bar because I think they're going places. Can they bounce back? I think they can. I think they've got good tokenomics. I think they're really going to be a player in the future. They're all late to the game and second behind the chosen one, XRP. But if you look at H-bar's governing council, they got some heavy hitters on it. You can see Alphabet right here. You can see Boeing. Apparently, rumor that Boeing is using H-bar for inventory control, and it's got a lot of other utility. So there's that from H-bar. And also, if you look at, folks, it was never Bitcoin. First generation, 3 transactions per second. Average fee, $22. This was a layer 1. This was a test net. This is the AOL of crypto. Then you got the Netscape over here, second gen. You got ETH, high gas fees, 12 transactions per second, takes 10 to 20 seconds. And then you got H-bar trying to compete with XRP, the chosen one. 3 to 5 second cross-border payments, 10,000 transactions per second. So I like H-bar. I like their tokenomics. If we take a look down here, you can see they've got a 50 billion total supply with half that in circulation, the other half in escrow. This is how many wallets are out there, over 1 million wallets holding it. API calls, latency, this is the transactions per day on H-bar. So I heard the chain was down. I'm not trying to spread FUD on H-bar. I'm super bullish on it. It is 5 cents. If you're interested in checking it out, it is available in most places. Most exchanges do have H-bar available if you're interested. So check it out. I had to talk about it because it is on the ISO token list. And if you want to pause this and screenshot it, there are your ISO tokens. There's been a delay in the launch. A lot of banks are not in compliance, but they're all coming around, and when they do, these tokens will be used for cross-border payments and interoperability. I mean, you have the X coins right here, XRP, XLM, XDC. Full disclosure, I do hold a fat bag of all 3. I don't hold any of these down here except for Quant. I would like to get some H-bar, some Algo. I hear IOTA. And Cardano I have not jumped into yet. I am dollar cost averaging into some other stuff, and I am going to start building an ISO token profile for you guys to follow and watch, see what it does. Now, we have our usual segment, calling out the clowns. We're going to call out a clown. This guy calling out Jim Cramer. He was bullish on Meta. He told his viewers, buy Meta, and look at this thing. It is dumping. So let's listen to this clown real quick. He was crying on the set today.
Let me say this. I made a mistake here. I was wrong.
He made a mistake here. You can see this guy. There is a compilation of his bad calls. Anyway.
I trusted his management team. That was ill-advised.
He trusted Zuck.
You were serious extraordinary. And I apologize.
You should. People got wrecked, Kramer. They bought Meta on your advice, and look at Facebook and Meta. They're tanking. Their market cap is taking a huge hit. So we're going to call this clown out. Let's listen in.
Okay. What did you get wrong?
Awkward. His co-host didn't even know how to react.
I had a belief that there was a recognition that there is a amount that you can't spend. Contrast that, for instance, with Jim Farley. who took a project that was his.
Anyway, Kramer is crying on the set. Let's call out the clowns. Speaking of calling out clowns, PayPal, a bunch of clowns over there. They reinstate this $2,500 fine for misinformation. Can you believe it? They came out and said this was a mistake put out by an employee, and now it is released. It is official. They will fine your account $2,500 per incident. Penalty for each time per incident. So if you got an e-commerce business and you're doing commerce on PayPal and you're selling, let's say, a t-shirt, and they don't like what it says and they don't agree with what you're selling, they will fine you $2,500. So these guys are a bunch of clowns. I have the feeling there's going to be a huge exodus from PayPal. I don't think too many people will be using that anymore. Now, let's keep moving. Elon's got the sink. He's about to clean up the bird. He's about to wash it out. Let's take a look.
Let's start with the kitchen sink. Hopefully our wonderful producers are going to put that video up on the screen. Elon Musk has arrived at Twitter's San Francisco offices. Just
there
off
he
Market
is.
Street. You and I know them.
He's going to clean house, folks. He's ready to lay off 75%. The upper management executives are already gone. CEO gone. He's cleaning house. He's freeing the bird. And maybe the big scary orange man will be allowed back on the platform. Time will tell. Let's also keep an eye on Dogecoin. That's his baby. He might choose to use that as the currency on the platform for tipping and ads and stuff like that. If you want to read a news article, you might have to pay a little Dogecoin to get it now. Let's see what he does. We'll keep a close eye on that. Dogecoin is up at 7 cents right now. If you're interested, you can pick that thing up at 7 cents. Now, here, this from Elon. The bird is free. He's freed the bird. Twitter is free. He tweeted out, the bird is free. So, he's got Twitter. It's in his possession. He owns it. He owns Boring. He owns SpaceX. He owns Tesla. This guy is, I don't know. Maybe he's out of this world. Maybe he's headed out of this world back to wherever it is he came from. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate on what planet he's from, but he's doing things most people could only dream of. This guy now owns Twitter. Let's see how free the speech is. We'll keep a close eye on Elon and Twitter and Dogecoin. All right, now let's check in on the chosen one. We got XRP at 46 cents. That 2 for $1 deal is on. If you're interested in picking it up, you don't know where or how, and you want to learn and acquire this asset, extremely undervalued asset while you can, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like this thing is going to dry up. Ripple is buying back all the market on all the Ripple, all the XRP on the open market. They're just buying it up. They're buying it back. OTC. So eventually, I think there will come a point when this case settles and XRP will no longer be available on exchanges. It's not for retail. It's not for us. This is the banker's token to move money across borders around the world. It's for the banks. It's not for us. I think what's going to happen is the XRP on exchanges will dry up. Ripple will not release any more to the secondary markets, and what's out there is out there. Whoever got some, got some. The price will explode upon settlement. The banks will start using it. Liquidity pools will open, and that will be the end of it. You'll be able to leverage or sell or stake your XRP bag, but you will not be able to buy more. That's personally my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. I think that's coming. It's only a matter of time. Now let's look in on Bialik and look at that beautiful XRP flowing all around the world from continent to continent, cross borders, instant settlement. Look at it flow, folks. Cross-border payments. Settle anytime, anywhere, instantly, from fiat to fiat, from dollar to Swiss franc to yen to Deutsch to whatever you got in your country you want to transfer money. This is instant and cheap. 3 seconds settlements anywhere, anytime. Let's keep going. We're going to talk about David Schwartz again. If you don't know who he is, he's a CTO at Ripple and XRP Ledger Architect. This guy is a pioneer, and the reason I bring him up and want to show you David Schwartz again is because of this. He tweeted this out. It can't be dirt cheap. That doesn't make any sense. If XRP cost $1, they'd need 1 million XRP, which would cost $1 million. If XRP cost $1 million, they need 1 XRP, which again would cost $1 million. So he's saying basically the price cannot be cheap because this thing is fractional and can be sectioned off. If you're sending a payment, a bank would only need to hold 1. That would cover everyone's payments. So it frees up the Nostra Vostra. Now, shout out to ZR. I tried to play this for you guys in my last video, and for whatever reason, it didn't come through. So let's check out ZR. Shout out to Zach Reck.
Why didn't XRP pump off this news, folks? The market maker, magicians, whales, Brad Garlinghouse, and team is all going according to plan. Part of that plan doesn't necessarily include making you rich overnight.
We have to be patient. This is not meant for retail. It's not meant for us. It's meant for the banks, folks. And you have a chance to acquire this highly undervalued asset, possibly the next currency of the world, every 100 years. So keep your eyes open. Watch this thing. Let's listen.
And we need to let go of that idea. And when we talk about tonight's title, imminent settlement or waiting another 6 months, I want you guys to just plan on having to wait another 6 months.
I love it, Zach. 6 months gives me more time to DCA and continue to accumulate this undervalued asset, future financial framework plumbing of the future QFS financial system.
Plan on us being in a recession for another year.
Another year sounds good to me.
Out on the charts, zoom out on your life, okay?
Keep your side hustles going, multiple streams of revenue so you have a pile of dry powder and so you can DCA on a regular into your bags.
As far as the timeline of events, how this is all going to roll out, when do we get rich? Too many people putting things way ahead here instead of focusing on a macro.
We waited a long time, Army. The alchemists know what's coming. The floodgates will open upon regulatory clarity and settlement. The institutional money that's parked on the sidelines, the liquidity pools will open, and this thing will explode.
Picture here is going to take a while to play out. Now, I think that when they do make the moves, it will feel overnight. It will feel as if they flip the switch because it's going to happen that quickly. We've just hit a little lull, a little bit of a dead period, I feel like, over the last couple weeks. Okay, there hasn't been too much breaking off, a lot of nonsense going on, mass distractions. But folks, stay strapped in because we're going into a massive back-to-back eclipse is going to bring massive energy to the markets. And then we also have the midterm election cycle. We have many things, some that I can't even talk about because you guys know that deal. Can't even talk about some of the military movements that are taking place within this country and others. It is about to break. It's about to break. The energy, you can already feel it coming in. And we just...
They're going to crash this thing, folks. Shout out to ZR for that. He's the man. He knows what he's talking about. Zach is right on point there. Patience is a virtue, and we have to just stand by. We've been waiting a long time, but this thing cannot be cheap. This thing will explode. Sub $1 XRP will be a dream, a fantasy for most. This is your chance, folks, not financial advice. Now, let's keep going. Core Scientific. These guys basically caused that big dump we saw in June. They dumped $300 million worth of Bitcoin on the market. Some speculated it was Elon. Some speculated it was 3 Arrows. Some speculated it was Celsius. This is what caused that dump. It was Core Scientific, the miner. They are in trouble. They've been dumping Bitcoin on the market, dumping it back in, trying to recover some money. They've got a ton of miners, and they can't afford it. This article saying 167. I think the reality of the situation is more around $300 million. Here we go. Bitcoin miner Core Scientific issues bankruptcy warning, and the stock is down 97%. So they are selling their Bitcoin. They own a ton of miners, and it's not looking good for them. Those miners are not producing. Bitcoin is at 20K. They're paying more for the power and the equipment than it cost. It's not profitable. They're losing. They're filing for bankruptcy. They're about done. They handle about 3 to 4% of the hash rate. It's not a big deal. It will be absorbed by other miners. But the $300 $300 million worth of Bitcoin they sold in June is what caused that giant dump. If you go back and look at the chart in June, you'll see. We were around 30K, we dropped down to about 17.5. That was caused by Core Scientific and that big miner dump. Now, if you want to see a dump on FOMC Day, November 1st and 2nd, and short and long these markets, right here, we can do it together on BitYard in the Discord live trading. Join the Discord. I'll show you how. AlchemyCryptoCypher.com. All right, folks. Let's talk about some more serious stuff. We got this coming now. Nuclear's Russian brigade spotted heading towards Ukraine. Is Putin planning to nuke Ukraine? Time will tell. We will see. I hope not. But there's a lot of speculation. We bombed that bridge. His supply routes are cut off. He's getting desperate. He can't get food and supplies to his troops. They're hungry. They're tired. They're getting cold. Winter's coming. He's kind of stuck over there. He's getting desperate. We got that sub missing, lurking out there. It's been spotted up in the Arctic. It has since re-submerged and is lurking in the waters. No one's quite sure where. So, let's just keep praying for peace all around the world, alchemists. Hope this thing don't go south. You know? That's all we can do is pray for peace. Really hope that things don't escalate.
The Russians continue to threaten Ukraine and the world with nuclear strikes.
Let's hope this does not become a reality, folks. Thoughts and prayers. This is supposedly some nuclear train moving into Ukraine. Let's take a quick look. Alright, alchemists. All my alchemists, stateside, East Coast, West Coast, all around the world. Thoughts and prayers. I will see y'all in the next one.